It ruins the illusion that we don't drink until we say let's drink. Even though we're drinking the
I
entire
figure we're
time.
done with the illusion now. Welcome to Akihabeera, where we just found out the Japanese beer industry has been secretly live tweeting all of our encounters. I'm Eric.
I'm Casey. Well, it is not the Imperial Stout requested by Lucas. Today we do have the Minoh Beer. W-IPA.
I think that's W-IPA. I'm very excited to be doing our first Minoh Beer. They were the first Japanese craft beer brewery that I would have at a beer fest and be like, this is really good. I have to remember who this is. You know, like, so I've been wanting to do their beers for quite a while. They are based in Minoh City in Osaka-fu. It's another word for prefecture, essentially, for simplification purposes. They were founded in 1996. Minoshi itself apparently has quite a bit of the old nature kicking around. It's famous for its wild monkeys.
Oh, wow.
Hence the... I don't know
used in the beer?
Yes. One other interesting factoid about the brewery is that it has a female president.
It is, in fact, run by all women.
Get out of here.
3 sisters. It was their father owned a liquor shop, and he bought a brewery and was like, hey girls, this is yours now. And the 3 sisters run it, and it was just them for a long time.
Okay.
But now they have a few more people.
We're not trying to be sexist. It's just unusual in Japan for there to be a female president, and even more unusual for there to be a female president of a beer company.
Agreed.
I would say. So that's why it's noteworthy.
I am trying to be sexist when I say that women should be doing more shit, because this beer's fucking good.
Yeah, apparently we need more of this. They have about 5 standard beers and several limited brews. The 5 standard ones are Pilsner, a Weizen, this double IPA, a Pale Ale, and a Stout. Bam! Memory. And then the 2 limited ones are 2 other ales, which is a Golden Ale and a something ale that they didn't say. It's like an ale with a thin color.
At least up until 2010, they were still manually bottling and labeling every one of their beers.
The mackerel.
The design of the label is such that a machine can't put it on, I guess, so they have to manually put on each one. And so when people would come in to order a beer, they'd be like, oh, I need 20 beers. They're like, cool, let us go make those beers right now.
Oh, man. They do have an online shop like a lot of breweries do.
Do they?
Yes, they do. You can buy stuff online. Yeah.
What I saw, which I also thought was really interesting, is that they're still sold in such a small amount of shops that when I clicked on like buying and selling or whatever, it just showed a list of stores all throughout Japan where they're sold.
That's there too, but they also they have stuff you can buy online.
Oh, okay, sweet. I'd missed that.
They also have what amounts to a beer club. Ooh. That you can buy for a year, and you can change how many beers you get throughout the year. It works out to be about 400 or 500 yen a beer.
It's not bad.
And they send you every few months a few of the standard beers plus a like surprise seasonal beer. Wow. Which, as far as I could tell, you can't get outside of like maybe their own bars that they run in Osaka or whatever. Another fun fact, they do run 2 bars in Osaka.
Yes.
Beer Belly. There's 2 locations. So we're about to drink the W-IPA. It is a strong beer. It's about 9% alcohol. The website mentions it has about 2.5 times the normal amount of malt and hops. I assume they're comparing it to their Pale Ale. Minoh has won a whole bunch of awards at the WBA and the WBC and all those other things. This one won in 2013 for, I think it was like Best IPA or something like that.
They've won, actually, a ton of awards for their beers. I don't think they have a beer that hasn't won some sort of award.
You might be right about that, yeah. Okay, should we dive into this?
Absolutely. So, the Minoh Beer W-IPA. True to kind of the Japanese style, especially this being a bit of an older beer, because they started making this pretty early on. The hoppiness isn't as strong as the maltiness. Especially for an IPA.
Yeah, I would have made a very similar comment. That's what surprised me when we took our first sip, was how unhoppy it was for what is essentially a double IPA. It's a double IPA. But yeah, I taste the alcohol a lot and kind of the sweet maltiness.
Yeah.
A little bit of hops, though. It's got a little bit of bitterness to it.
Yeah, but it seems like it's kind of, playing it close to the chest.
A bit, yeah. Especially for a double.
Yeah. Still good, though.
Yeah.
A very good, very highly recommended beer.
The other, jumping right into the recommendation, right off the bat.
We've had some of Minoh's other beers before, and I have yet to drink one that hasn't been amazing.
Agreed. Thanks as always for watching us. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook and Twitter if you've got the time.
You can also click down in the corner to check out our last video where we had the rather tasty Minoh Beer bottle beer. Bottle fermented beer.
Okay, folks, it's been fun. Until next time.